build up first people to watch.
Yeah, and then I gotta make it public.
Mm-hmm. There. Hey, we're doing it.
No. Wait, I haven't set it. Is it public? No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's friends.
Yeah, friends up.
There, now it's public. No. Pico! Hey!
Hello.
Welcome.
Still setting up, still sharing.
We just finished the campaign and then we rushed dinner. So yeah, dedication to the show, man.
I vanished. But yeah, please reshare so more people can find it.
Yeah, we're really trying to push the virality aspect these days. Oh, there, I was thinking.
I have a slight cold.
No. Well, we're waiting for the stream to build up, of course, because Tube Guy and Spoiler Shark need their friends. And today's like a weird topic on chores.
Not our fault.
Because we honor and respect our community contributor topics. So yeah, we're gonna try to make the most of this one. But who knows? It's like last week. Saturday also was a weird topic. It was neighbors.
And then we ended up...
We had a lot of fun with neighbors. And a lot of people actually watched the neighbors video.
Oh, I should have the YouTube.
That would be... Oh, then I'm going to close my entire detective window. Because it's so heavy. It's 2 Jamboards, Google Drive.
Portal's live right now?
Yeah, I think they're announcing the Robinson Crusoe.
That's okay. We'll find out after.
Because we're live too. Hurrah!
Just washing the dishes mean.
We will mention it. We may acknowledge it. We're not addressing it. So, you memes.
And of course, True Guys hoping to get the party started.
And like when you look at the YouTube one, like do you see how many people are watching it? Can you toggle?
No.
No,
2.
it's a mystery.
Here, that's 2 watching now. And that's probably Pico and me.
Yes, it is just the 2 of you so far. Oh man. It was, and I knew it was late. I didn't realize it was that late. It was really like Toby saying like, we better warn people we're gonna be late. It's 8:50. Like, holy crap.
And admittedly, that's what makes some games just
that
amazing.
Means it's a good game.
You fail to notice how much time has passed. And it's not you notice time and you feel so tired. It's more you notice time and, oh my God! Yeah. And admittedly, I'm still kind of pumped at the end of the campaign. Hey, my
Yowzers! I'm in a great mood to do a show because on the whole, that was still a good ending, man.
I'm asking for everyone's apology because I am with the sniffles. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just me and cold.
That sounds wrong. Now it's like you're asking everybody to say sorry to you. You're asking for everyone's apology for your sniffles. Wow, this caption's super long. Spoiler Shark, eat the caption. Hey, Kenny.
Hey,
welcome
Kenny.
to the stream. Hello. It's a Saturday night. And we're all super busy with our different plans. Wows.
We're trying different angles of the room so you guys get a better glimpse of what our little siege is like.
Pico has forgiven you for your sniffles or perhaps for your demanding an apology.
Thank you. I'm so worried that during the show I might like have a blowout or something. Because my nose is super itchy. But yeah, I guess we can start in a minute or 2.
Yeah. We have a very limited number of people today, it seems, but that's okay.
It's a
we
Saturday
still love
night.
you. And because people are out partying?
People have stuff to do. We have a lot of gamer friends who have their game sessions going. We have people who are watching streams.
We have people washing dishes.
In all senses of the phrase.
what it's only this show that has created other definitions for washing dishes. So
For now.
you got to think about that.
For now.
I mean,
For now.
what have you done, really? Hey, Urim,
If it ever reaches a point that
our fellow detective, Urim. Yes, solve
Yes.
that case.
we did save them, but we solved it,
No, but we solved it.
which is still
They were bad people.
far better than what happens in real life most of the time. So yeah, that's still awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, the numbers are sad. Spoiler Shark is very disappointed. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna get to the
But
title
yeah,
sequence.
I think
Yeah.
now is a good time to start the timer. 30 minutes begins now. Hey everyone, this is Toby.
And this is Rocky.
And if it's your first time here, welcome to Baduy Pride, our little space in the internet where we talk about anything we want.
This is completely unscripted and not entirely accurate, but at least it's honest. Join us as we talk about everything and anything random live.
And if it's not your first time, thank you so much for your continued support. Always reshare the stream and try to get more people to join us as we have more fun for 30 minutes.
You know that part where it's like, if it's not your first time, it only says if it's not, dot, dot, dot. And we thought we would have like a clever way of saying it every time, kind of like, introductions.
But that's their show. That's
But
not our
that's,
show.
yeah, it's their show, it's not ours.
This episode, which is episode 10, we are talking about who does the chores.
And this topic was contributed by our friend Art Sam, who actually gave a long list of topics to do. Some of them are a little broad, but this one we kept because why not? So who does the chores?
You're posted something.
I'm not gonna read it aloud. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, at least show it. We have to acknowledge that, we got that. So, hello everyone, and let's start the show. Chores.
What do we talk about chores? Okay.
What are chores?
What are chores? They're the things you have to do around the house.
It's not mine, it's chores.
Oh no. So it's gonna be that kind of a show, folks, and we haven't had any alcohol in maybe a month. So but chores are the little things you have to do to keep the house functional. They're the things you don't necessarily want to do, but you gotta, especially if you live on your own. Toby and I have been living together for over 10 years, which is about the extent of this relationship.
Almost 10 years.
We over, not almost. You not even 10 years, but yeah, we were one of those couples that moved in together very quickly because it just felt like the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully that worked out. What is more interesting, I guess, in the course of living together is that we didn't have major problems with chores, or at
We
least
didn't have to set rules that, now that we're living together, you shouldn't do this, or you should start doing that, or this and that. We kind of sort of just found
we slid into a
Yeah.
routine, and then we argued over some chores about who would do it instead of the other.
which we discovered very quickly was strange for many people, because most people just throw the responsibility out and wait for the other person to do it.
Yeah.
And here we were arguing as to who would do it first.
Yes, and don't worry. In all fairness, the siege, that's what we call our home, the siege, does look like a bit of a mess. We
Mhm.
are pack rats collectors with lots of things, but we generally know where everything is, and we do our best to keep things tidy, functional, and the like. So
Wait! What are chores?
I already gave some definitions around it, but yes, it's the stuff you have to do around the house to keep it as functional as a home.
Everything from keeping things tidy to making sure you go through the cycle of handling things that have been left behind that have to be dealt with, to even just organization, making sure you know where to find what you're looking for.
Yep. And I guess from a background perspective is that I've always had to do chores at home with the
Mhm.
family. We didn't grow up with house help. there's a very popular line in our family that chores build character. So I've had bad summers where we once made the complaint to our grandma that I'm bored, and oh man,
Famous last words.
that is the worst thing you can tell a parental unit or grandparents. So instead, we got a small chair, bangko, and whatever. We had to go out in the garden. She gives me a butter knife and says, "Start weeding the garden." And like, what? But yes, you use the butter knife as a spade. You dig out
Mhm.
the little weed plant, and then that was my afternoon. So chores build character, embrace it, and you just get used to it.
In my case, well, we had house help, but we still had our own share of chores. Partly because there were three of us kids, and me and my brother were always competing over everything. So the chores became part of our competition. Eventually, of course, I got to move out and start living on my own. So I started to realize, there are certain things that you have to do because no one else will do it for you. And having gotten used to doing them, that's when by the time we got together, we both realized we liked doing them.
Because it's nice to have a clean space to be in.
But at the same time, we will be honest and admit that we don't do all of them
Yeah.
because there are certain levels of comfort that we embrace.
Pico mentioned. Do you consider the space of the unit when you move out in terms of chores? No, we don't think about chores. We think about the space of the unit for containing all of our stuff.
And we
That's
actually
number one.
we would love to move to a bigger place if it were still in the same location.
Yeah.
As impossible as that might sound.
we like BGC. We like the building. Do you have bigger cuts of units that we can move into?
Can,
That'd
can
be
we
great.
break the walls and just pay additional?
Can we conquer the unit across because they're barely in their units? So can we just take over and close off the hallway?
Yes, we're getting some feedback that some of you are having sad internet. Don't feel too bad if you can't watch the stream right now. The streams will be still online, so you can watch them.
But people generally say the YouTube version is more stable than the Facebook version. Pico also says compete on how quick you can do the chores. Maybe it's not so much something we compete over, at least for us, because it's things that we just have to get.
Yeah, I think we don't compete how quickly we get chores done because we aren't in a rush to get the chores done.
But there is a rush to do it before the other person does it.
Because at the same time, something we'll have to admit.
Hi, Patricia. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
This is the first time I've seen you there.
Actually, same here.
All right.
But yeah, in terms of chores, we don't compete to get it done first, but we compete to be the first one to do it because we like doing it in our own way.
And we'll explain more in a bit. Kenny also says, have two units make a one. Yes, we're very tempted to break down the walls. And then lots of stuff. Hey, you only saw Cubao. You have not seen how bad it is now in BGC.
And that means good!
Okay.
Let's begin with our list of chores. The first is...
Look at these very complicated captions we've come up with. Cooking!
Yes, cooking, which I just accomplished earlier in less than an hour. It helps that we only eat twice a day.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not doing breakfast.
I'm
because-
formally on intermittent fasting. Toby is not, but it's okay.
In addition, you are also on.
I'm also on keto. Toby is not. So we have weird dietary requirements.
But despite that, many have asked how will it work with one person on a keto, the other one on. I still enjoy my carbs. I still have ice cream. I still have cake. But I
still watch him eat this.
I've also gotten very used to enjoying meals that are keto friendly. There are times that we would have food orders which would still have, let's say, if it comes with rice, then I'll eat the rice.
Yeah.
But we've learned to find good sources of keto food.
Yeah.
There aren't that many, but there are options.
But there are more than you think. And in general, I guess, the main thing about cooking, especially during the work week, when we are in this lockdown period and we're both working from home, is that we figure it out based on workload and meetings. Every morning starts with, hey, what are your meetings today?
What time are your meetings?
Yeah, and then we try to figure if whoever has the free time to cook, then that'll work.
Mhm.
And especially since my eating window is between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m., then cooking can only really start around one, really,
Yes.
to be practical,
Or 12.
or 12, but it'll cool down by the
Yes.
time we actually eat at 2. So, based on that, we figure out who's going to cook. And to be fair, there are still days when like neither of us is in the mood
Mm-hmm.
to cook, and we'll see if we want to order. And then it becomes a question of who's going to pay for the food.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we try to keep track, but
Since we go for ketogenic diets, the food tends to be baked or um, generously fried. Um,
there is no rice in this household
Yes.
anymore. I have not bought rice for this house in the 2 years I've been on keto.
I still have pasta, but I realized I don't necessarily miss it. I mean, it's easy to prepare, but
It all tastes like noodles. Sorry, it's
Mhm.
it's the reality. Pico asked, "What's your specialty?"
I'd say it's the well, now baked, but it used to be turbo chicken.
Yeah, but ultimately, Toby's roasting so many things.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I super love his roast, and then it's very convenient midweek because you just have to set it up, and then you leave it for the
An
hour
hour.
or so, and then we can focus on work.
Mhm.
Patricia asked, "Do you have toka? Which one's gonna do lunch or dinner?" That's a great question. But again, it's more based around availability.
Yes, our business for the day.
And then there's sort of the unspoken, like if I cook lunch, then Toby tries to pick up dinner, and
Yes.
vice versa. So based on work schedule, if I didn't have meetings and I can cook lunch, then kind of Toby will try to figure
Mhm.
out dinner, especially since his day finishes a little earlier.
And mind you, when we do prepare meals, it's either a very healthy, hearty
I'm
bowl of
sorry.
soup.
This is an awesome call. Toby loves to roast.
Another meme.
Shade.
Roast! Yeah.
Okay.
But it's either a very large bowl of really, really healthy, hearty soup, or if we go for the roasts, then it would be a roast with an omelette and salad, because we like to have a nice, healthy, hearty meal.
I use I need veggies as rice. So if it's just meat, then I will really feel weird, and then I'll be like, Toby, I think I need to blanch broccoli.
Mhm.
I've had more than my share. I need to munch on a head of lettuce. So whatever works, and
Yeah.
that's our cooking routine. Laundry is many parts, guys. There's the washing department and the folding department. Okay,
Yes.
I love our washing machine. I purchased it. It is my baby. I take care of that thing. I have been obsessed with washing machines most of my life. So
I am terrified to touch the
so
machine.
I handle it. It is. I have. I like breaking. As was taught to me by my family, I break down loads based on color and fabric type.
Loads!
There are whites, lights, darks. If we had more reds, there would be reds. There's bedding. Now I have like heavier materials, jeans, shorts as a separate load. As
And
much as
on
possible.
very rare days, curtains.
Curtains, fun.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I handle all the washing, and then that gets moved over for temporary full drying on the couch because it's never fully dry from a
Yes.
washer dryer combo thing. So
We're
it
not-
needs
we're
a
not
little
the-
time in the sun.
We're not also the type to have those hanger thingy,
We're not allowed to hang in the
devices.
window as per the condo
or even
rules.
those standalone hanger.
We
things.
don't have floor space for
Yeah.
a standalone hanger.
Yes.
We don't have laundry cages
We,
upstairs.
we need our floor space for other things.
So we have to work with the dryer, not as great for the environment, but it'll do. And then it needs a bit more air dry to be fully done. And then folding depends. Folding depends on who has the time also.
Mhm.
And when you feel like there's too much crap on the couch and we need to sit.
Folding, though, is one of those things that we can do while doing other things.
Yes.
Whether we're watching a show or whether we're in a meeting.
And then a lot of times, like if one of us is folding and the other is free, we'll probably jump in and then we'll both start folding.
Mhm.
Especially since I sort my clothes in more categories than Toby does.
I don't. I
Because
just stuff them in the cabinet.
I
once
have
they're
home
folded.
shirts, exercise shirts, less important going out shirts, better going out shirts, couple shirts.
I have the couple shirts and other clothes.
Not counting the ones for work I don't get to wear, which is my collared shirts and then my button-down shirts, which are all sorted out. So I let Toby fold, and then I'll rearrange it
Yes.
to my specification.
Because I tried to grasp it, but I just don't retain it. And rather than argue over it, we just found our way to work with both.
Quick comments. Pico says cauliflower rice. Yes, I have been known to rice vegetables,
Mhm.
but it's so much work, especially midweek. Then I'll just blanch, and then it's fine.
The only reason you do cauliflower rice is if you miss the texture of eating rice.
Yeah, which
But
this deep into keto, you don't really.
and
look
at the
for
same
it.
time, we love eating
Vegetables.
the vegetables the way they are. I mean, they're chopped up and they're nice in their terms of texture.
Kenny saying, "I never knew your geekiness at laundry." Oh my god, it's a thing.
Mhm.
That and vacuums.
Mhm.
We'll get to that in
It's
a
a
bit.
thing.
See, Urium knows nobody touches the machine but Rocky. It is my masterpiece.
I have had panic moments of having to call Rocky long distance because I pressed the button by accident on my way to the bathroom. And then Rocky like, what? No, calm down. And like, yeah, I just brushed over it and it made these sounds.
Yeah, or like before when I would still go to the office to work, then I would leave the machine on a timer. I love timer settings. Then it would be finished. It would finish up just as I get home. But Toby would be home and then something like, oh no, I think I ruined the cycle.
Mhm.
Things like that. Patricia has a long comment. Before I did wash laundry, but most probably I'm so lazy to wash. I fold my mom my clothes, but sometimes our clothes are bedded in the laundry to go to the laundry shop. Totally legit.
Mhm.
And it depends on what machine you have at home. Sometimes your machine can't really handle bedding well.
Mhm.
Then you're better off having it done elsewhere. Our machine can't handle comforters. And then there's
Yes.
still dry cleaning, which you have to get around.
We also used to do laundry services. We used to partake of laundry services, but then we realized in order to sort the clothes, they used to like sneak these.
Little orange tags
Yes.
on every
And-
piece of clothing.
And admittedly, in the first few months, it was fun because I was hunt the tags and find them.
It's been a year since we got the new washing machine. We are still finding
Yes.
orange threads in our
Crazy.
clothes. Oh wow, another one. Since with using shirts, but when I wash, either hand wash my machine. Yes, there are delicates that you must hand wash and take care of. Or like these days, everyone's delicate is reusable face masks.
And this is a good segue to talk about our shirts for today. Our shirts for today are from.
Welcome to Night Vale.
All
hail
hail
Glow
the
Cloud.
Blue Cloud, which is glow in the dark, but we will not demonstrate.
This is like things on thermostat with the washing machine. Oh, don't get me started on proper temperature for clothes, because color of clothes determines temperature.
Everything's so cold.
How geeky rock is becoming now. Urim, you have known us the longest. I have always been this geeky about many things. Okay,
Special call out to Auntie Barbie. Thanks for watching.
okay. Wow, we jumped to garbage.
Garbage. You know, garbage will always happen. Garbage comes with
Especially in a condo.
garbage comes with cooking. Garbage comes with takeout. Garbage comes with.
I think it's the other way around. Cooking comes with garbage. Because now you're saying everything comes with
You're right.
anyway, yeah. So our building setup is that we must bring the garbage down to the basement.
Mhm. Supposedly we segregate because they have different
Okay.
containers, but
In
we
this- in
have
this
discovered the
house-
horror that they don't actually.
In this house, we segregate. Okay, we segregate into wet, dry, recyclable, and toxic.
Yes.
We segregate consistently.
We bring it downstairs, and as we get it downstairs,
There are 4 bins. To
we
be fair,
separate them
there
carefully.
are bins for the different things. But if you are there when one of the maintenance staff is there, and they'll be like, "Sir, just leave it there."
Or worse, you see them opening stuff up and then rearranging stuff because they have a certain segregation they do.
Or they're just looking for stuff to junk sell.
because
and
other
things.
people probably don't segregate, or probably other people just toss it. We don't know.
I don't-
Ultimately,
I have always embraced the option to segregate whenever it is there. And sorry, I totally take it. So
Mhm.
I love segregation. I know it's not enough to solve the world's carbon problems, but I will segregate, okay? And then
we haven't gone as far as composting that I know some people do.
it's hard to do in a condo. I'm not comfortable. And then we also don't have enough stuff for planting.
We don't have worms.
In terms of bringing it down, it's really a matter of, again, where we have no problems with who's available, who will do it.
Mhm.
A lot of times, because I know I'm going to cook and I know that the wet garbage is full, I'm going to bring it down because, dagnammit, I need space.
Mhm.
Because I hate it when I'm cooking and prepping and then
It's already filled up.
Yeah. Or like every time you open the garbage, the dry garbage, and stuff's flying out because it's blown by the lid. So
I've taken some time to bring it down, but I try to schedule it as well and trips to the grocery. Since I'm going to the basement anyway, I might as well bring it down.
Optimize. So
But there
like,
are
yeah,
times
I'll go
we-
down and pay. I'll pay the bills, and then
Yes.
I'll drop by the garbage or check the mail. So
Admittedly, we also try not to throw them too soon because we want to make sure the bags are filled up.
want to maximize the bags
Because you don't want to like waste so much garbage bags. I mean, some people they'll throw daily, and you're like,
How many people do we
seven
have on
bags.
YouTube now? Can you glance for me? How many are on YouTube? Maybe combined, do we have 10? Combined, we have 10.
Yes, but that counts me twice, so we have 8. See, that's
Because
why
Toby is
I'm
watching
not.
each.
That's why I'm not triggering Juve guy yet.
I tried
I'm
to help you.
sorry.
All right, everybody's favorite chore on this show: dishes.
Dishes. Washing dishes is fun. The longer you do it, the more fun it gets.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, actually, washing dishes is also fun. um,
Don't embrace this.
what tends to
quote-unquote
happen is whoever cooked tries to be the first to wash the dishes because the other one wants to. Yes, it sounds strange.
That's
but
not the unspoken. The unspoken is if you cook, then the other person should wash.
At least you want to.
More importantly is that but to be fair, when I cook, I try to be super Claygo. So I try to, especially like when it's on final simmer,
Mhm.
then I want to clean everything that I use to cook so
Mhm.
that the only thing you can wash are the actual dishes that come out. So
I try to do that, but given most of the cooking I do is in between the rush to the next meeting, I end up doing the dishes after we eat.
But I normally get there first, and then during the midweek, so I get to wash. And okay. The main challenge is we have different ways of organizing things on the dish rack. So if I don't do it, then Toby's going to sort them in a different way,
Okay,
and it kind of irks me.
okay. Rocky sorts by logic.
Size, yeah.
So there's a nice.
Why would you
small
not
to
use
large.
logic?
I sort by Tetris. I make sure
No.
everything
No.
can balance perfectly.
That's not how Tetris works.
It works.
Tetris is logical. Don't call this Tetris. You are at best bejeweled, okay? So, no. Columns, okay?
Because when I do the dishes, I can wash all the pans as well. Because they're all nicely balanced in the area where they're meant to dry.
Nicely balanced in like this Zen tower. No, it's not a Zen.
Have
It's-
they
it's-
fallen?
It looks like it will fall. It is a thing. See, Kenny supports me. Urim supports me. Thank you very much. You continue to be good friends. So sorry, but and then I just accept, and then we just argue afterwards, like, oh, you did the dishes already, and oh my god. So dishes pile up slowly throughout the day, but then I try to clear it every now and then. But definitely clear by lunch and clear after dinner. We try not to leave anything before we go to bed
Yes.
because that is a nightmare. We don't want
That
to.
is our main thing that we will not allow dishes to stay overnight.
We don't want to support pests. Okay, the car.
So the car would be my area. I don't go as far as full detailing and all that. I'm not that kind of guy. But I do take time to at least wipe it down if it rained, or at least try to have it washed if I can. We don't wash our own car because we're not allowed to.
We're not allowed to wash car in the basement.
And
Okay,
even
in
if
all
we
in
were-
all honesty.
I mean,
wait,
if
what-
we were allowed to,
okay, what were you gonna say?
if we were allowed to, we would. But even if we were allowed to, there is no way. There are no faucets
Yeah.
in the basement. There are no proper drains. So
I like washing cars. I miss washing cars.
mhm.
That used to be one of my chores growing up,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of detailing and then tire black.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Sexy.
Okay, I'll jump to bathroom. Bathroom is tricky. Okay, but generally I clean the bathroom.
Mhm.
Except if Toby cleans the fans and messes up the bathroom, then he has to clean up after himself. But I clean the bathroom.
I have. Well, I guess for me, it's the freak out of wetting the washing machine. So I don't want to wet up the washing machine,
Because then you don't wet the washing machine.
which is what I used to be
Stay
able.
away from the machine.
So I'm able to clean the shower area, but when it comes to the rest of the bathroom, I freak out that I'm gonna get it all too wet and like, I try to sometimes, but I'm not that well at it.
No. Okay, to be fair though, like it's been a while since I've done like master clean top to bottom, do the whole bathroom. That's
Mhm.
which is the proper way I was raised to clean a bathroom.
Mhm.
I do a lot of spot cleaning per section. Like today, I'll deal with the toilet. Today, I'll deal with the sink. Today, I'll deal with the shower area. Things like that. And and because of the nature of our bathroom layout, I also get to handle vacuuming the bathroom,
Mhm.
which is an unusual delight. So,
Especially now that we use the clippers to
yeah, when
do
we
our own
since we cut our
haircuts.
own hair, we do that in the bathroom. Then it makes a mess in the bathroom,
Mhm.
and I am glad we have a vacuum cleaner
Yes.
to manage that delightful mess.
Hmm.
And lastly, general cleaning.
So
General
th-
cleaning.
So this is where we're both weak.
Yes.
I always get stressed out when I start seeing how dusty things are. But I'm also freaked out if I start cleaning something. I'll get into this phase where I'll suddenly just disembowel the house and clean it. There have been times.
Disembowel the house. Explain this metaphor.
Okay, if you look at the shelf behind us
Okay.
as an example,
Yeah.
there were times when Rocky would be on a trip that I would then take that advantage to take photos of each shelf, then to meticulously take stuff down carefully, and to wipe everything down, clean it up, and then bring things back. So I would repeat that with that shelf, with that shelf, 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 the two shelves there. And you can just imagine what the house would look like if I get started. And mind you, that's just the shelves. We're not yet talking about the floors, the windows, the surfaces. So when I start cleaning a general cleaning cycle, I end up doing that for the whole day. And I can't imagine doing that while Rocky's in the room because the dust would kill him.
I am asthmatic.
Mhm.
And about that whole story, it never looks the same when he puts it back.
Because it's hard to keep track of everything. And admittedly, with everything you have to clean, you at most just at least generally that's what's there.
Big collectible person, so yes, it's a lot to juggle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so sorry about that. But then, okay, but little things like my sister got me a lovely cordless vacuum,
Yes.
which is a broom type stick vacuum. So
Mhm.
you can, it's like a small dust buster that hooks up to a larger broom attachment. That has solved the problem of like daily sweeping.
And it has that nice to remove the dust afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not like the others with a
No,
cloth
most
mat.
importantly, this Electrolux unit has a light.
Yes.
So the best way to clean is in the dark. So I have closed the lights at night and then I'm vacuuming the room because I like seeing the dust as it comes along. So that is great. We at least keep the dining tables clear and the stoves clean. So that those cleaning aspects are generally maintained. It's really just the wipe downs. Is that because of the extent of the collection around us? It's many individual things to wipe.
Mhm.
We could do a lot better. You could do a lot better.
The dust isn't as bad as back in Cubao
Yes.
when we were beside the building.
Construction site.
Because that was terrible, and that really forced me to clean as often as possible. I do the terrible thing of using rubbing alcohol sometimes as my cleaning solution on the tables because it works so well when it comes to taking stuff
That
out.
is just a belief. I mean, it's not universally. There are particular solutions that are designed for different surfaces, and you should respect these things.
But rubbing alcohol works.
And then he goes to the other extreme where if it's not rubbing alcohol, it's a bleach solution he uses on everything else.
Diluted with water.
Yes, but it's still bleach. It's to the point that it's always in a spray bottle, or technically calling it a wisik-wisik.
And the bottle will die.
The bottle dies because the bleach slowly corrodes the spray mechanism, and that never works out.
So we do like maximizing our rags. So whether it's old clothes that we don't use anymore or
Oh my
specific rags we purchased with a nice microfiber material.
Yeah, we still have a bunch of like shirts that have become
Mhm.
rags, and then now there's so many rags.
We are not, however, the type of people who use wet wipes or paper towels as often. I mean, we do use paper towels,
I use paper towels a lot.
but that's more for the kitchen and
Yes.
not overall cleaning.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Then for occasionally windows and light, that's where newspaper comes in as a very good glass cleaning thing.
it's a miracle. But then there's also glass cleaning spray. I'm sorry, but I'm always like, there's a chemical for everything, and I respect these chemicals. So, Kenny says, extra. He had arguments how to do it and realized it was most important that the results, not the process. Very true. Very true. As long as you get it done, and then you have your different ways. So I just accept that Toby does things in a different way, but at least cleaning. I'll get back to the off-topic one in a bit. No one touches the vacuum with Rocky. Okay, no, Toby can. I let Toby vacuum. He knows how to empty it out now, so that's great. He hasn't gone as far as having to clean out the brush blade. So,
But the vacuum thing, though, we don't plan it. So there are those occasions of, I might be still half asleep and suddenly I hear the vacuum, or
okay, because part of my morning routine is I tend to vacuum before I work out because I'm gonna be on the floor. So I
you
want
wanna
to
clean it up.
I want to make sure that it's clean because then I'm gonna have debris on my hands. And even if you vacuum every day, there is always debris. Patricia, we're going off topic. Favorite female singers and idolize the most because she super loves Whitney.
Oh,
I respect your love for Whitney. Wow.
wow! It's been 30 minutes, guys.
But to answer this question, Kylie Minogue. Big Kylie Minogue fans.
And Patricia, just so you know, we are always open to more questions. We love getting questions that we will choose from for every episode. So later you'll see the link in order to send us more questions. But it's been 30 minutes, so we will have to wrap up this episode.
It's good you do minor cleaning. That's great. And then, oh gosh, Toby says, can you touch Rocky's back from time to time?
We keep trying to build more and more memes.
We're trying to be decent here, people. We have teens. We have underage people. So the show is PG-13. Thank you very much. All right. Outro moment, guys. It's been 30 minutes, and we had a lot of fun, and we hope you join us next time.
If you have questions or suggestions for further topics that we can talk about here in the show, you can just send them here.
Baduy Pride Ideas at Bitly. So yeah, so just you can submit them anonymously, but better mention who you are. So like today's topic was from Art Sam. Thanks so much. It was a factor topic. Okay.
As always, we will reserve the right to choose topics we are willing to talk about.
Yep.
Because it's our show, not yours.
Follow us on Twitter. This is all Toby No Shade. I am RG Sunico. Guys, this show makes me want to be public again, so it's easier to follow me once more. But I'm not against blocking you.
If you want to learn more about this, our relationship, or just see past episodes, you can check out our blog, which is baduypride.com.
Yep, we're still paying for that domain. So, yeah, that's that part of the show. Feel free to continue the conversation in the comments below and let us know what you think about chores. How do you divide chores at home, even if it's just with family, housemates, and the like? Do you need a chart? Do you need a roster? I don't know.
Do you use a whiteboard?
Do you use a whiteboard? That would fascinate me. Okay.
Be sure to subscribe for notifications, whether on Facebook or YouTube, so you don't miss our next live stream.
Once again, I'm Rocky.
And I'm Toby.
And this is Baduy Pride. And then we get to go end screen. Wait.